Hello there, and welcome to this presentation. Today we're going to look at what kind of useful tools we have when we are working with search, and today we will have a look at the SP editor. My name is Kasper Larsen, and you will always be able to reach me on Twitter, which is my primary social media. I work as a senior solution architect at Fellowmine in Denmark. The SP editor is an extension, so it exists both for Chrome and for Edge. I recommend using the one for Chrome because it's more feature complete. And that's those I show here. We go into the web store and install it from there. It's named SP Editor, so it's fairly easy to find. And it can a lot more than just what I'm showing you here, but we'll just have a look at what we can do as far as search goes. Once you've installed it, I recommend that you restart your browser in order for the effect to take. So once it's there, you can restart the browser and then we can hit any SharePoint site and just hit F12 or to go into the developer tools. And once we're there, we'll be able to see the SharePoint menu item here, which will trigger the SP editor to show up. There's a lot of options here, but the one we're looking for is search, and you can see we have a lot of options here. Let's start looking at people search. So we'll go into local people results, and we'll have a look at what we have on Adele. So we'll just enter that into the query part, hit enter or run search, and you'll see the results show up in the bottom. The initial load contains some of the properties related to this to the search hit, and if we go down to this one called show all properties, you'll see every managed property will be displayed here. So this is an excellent way to verify that the data that you think you should see related to in this case an employee actually shows up. It is available in the search results before you start they are doubting why your query might be wrong. If you're using the PnP modern search web parts, this tool will show you how the data actually the data that you actually get. In this case, I've changed to local SharePoint results, which is the content part of it. And in this case, we'll just have a look what's available in the site collection that we're working with right now. So we'll just change that and use the path parameter to extract the data, and you'll see there's a lot of data already available. And the same as when we're doing a people search, all of the results are not here initially, but you'll see them if you hit show all properties. There you see it, all of the properties are now available. If you have a specific field, for instance, the SP site URL, if you would like that to be shown in the initial load, once we hit search, you can add it up here in selected properties. So just add this one, do a search, check. Now it's available right up here when we're making the initial search request. That can be easier if you are working with a specific managed property like a refinable string and you would like to see it up there as soon as it's available. So it's just a nice little tip. Up here you can also see a different number of options, like how many rows we should return in the search. By default it's 10. You can change it as you please, the same as which one should be shown initially as the first one, whether it should be the one at index 0. Select the properties, we've already looked at that, and then you can also sort your list according to your preferences. And like it said up here, there's a number of other data sources that we can use, but we cannot use Microsoft Search. It's only SharePoint Search sources we can use. There's also an option to use, for instance, trim duplicates, which have been a pain in the rear for a long time because Microsoft's version of and a duplicate is somewhat lacking, but there's an initial number of options you have up here. You can also have a look at what's on the current page. Whatever page you're on right now, you could have a search on that one, and it will show all of the properties available for you on that specific page. But primarily, the key value of this tool is that you can verify the query that you are actually working with, and making sure that it works as intended before you can apply it to either search in general or to the PNP modern search for parts, including and, or, not, and so on. All of these parameters that you can enter into your query. Finally, a shout out to Tomi Tavela, who is the rock star who really brought us this tool initially. Now, the project is part of the PNP umbrella now, but this guy is the real hero of what we have been looking at for now. So buy him a coffee or a beer if you see him, and tell him thanks.